and Scott Hall followed Dusty up to Charlotte, and we almost starved to death. But I hit it off with Ricky Steamboat, and Ricky Steamboat helped me the most out of any of the wrestlers.
What was Scott Hall like in those early days?
Scott was different. He was let's see. He was he was Scott. It's hard to explain.
I guess in those days that was before his demons took over, before he had the trouble in later years.
Yeah, when me and Scott were together, he never drank. He was never saw him out of control or anything like that. Didn't take pills. Didn't do anything. I mean, Scott was probably one of the biggest wrestlers in the business at that time, as far as muscular and being in shape.
And I guess the highlight of your time in Jim Crockett Promotions would have been facing Arn and Ole for the NWA tag titles.
Yeah, that was the start, and that was something I always remember.
And you ended up going to Central States after that, and I guess you had the Rockers' first ever match. Marty Jannetty recently did an interview with us, and he told us it was you and Scott Hall against Shawn and Marty.
Yeah, it was. We went out to. That's kind of a funny story. Me and Scott had met Harley Race, and that was Harley Race's territory up in Kansas City, and we weren't being used in Charlotte, and me and Scott just wanted an opportunity to get some ring exposure. So we decided to go to Kansas City. So we drove to Kansas City. We get there, and we went to the place where we were supposed to meet Harley. And when we got there, we were told Harley was in Japan. So there's a guy named Bob Geigel that was there, who evidently was Harley's partner, and he had no idea who we were. And so we drove from Charlotte to Kansas City, and it didn't look like we even had a job there, because Harley wasn't supposed to be back for another month. But anyway, Geigel turned out to be a pretty good guy, and he took us in, and me and Scott traveled the roads. We drive 3,000 miles for like $200 a week. I mean, it was hard, and we paid our dues, that's for sure. And Shawn Michaels came in. Jannetty was already there, I believe, and we had matches with those two guys all over that territory, and it was a good experience for all four of us.